Welcome, week 2, hashtag Ask the Booth. Matt Money Smith, Nick Hardwick.
Hello.
What do we have in the mailbox?
Well, it was so successful last week that we got about double the questions this week. We had to trim them down considerably, and we left out a lot of questions that I personally wanted to answer. But hey, apparently I don't have a lot of weight around
We
here,
apologize.
so we're stuck with these. How do you think Coach did in his coaching debut? And he wants a letter grade, Nick.
I give him a B because of the loss. You can't give an A with a loss, but I thought he did a nice job, managed the game well.
Well, you could give him an F if you wanted to, but you're not going to.
I could.
Yeah. To do. So B, is it a gentleman's B?
It's a good B.
Okay.
It's a good B.
This comes from Carlos. How do you think the Chargers DBs will fare against the Miami wide receivers? He specifically pointed out Jarvis Landry, but I would add that Devontae Parker was the best-looking receiver for them in the preseason.
And last year, Devontae Parker had 5 catches against the Chargers for 103 yards. However, you look back to last week, week 1, with Jason Brett in the lineup, which he wasn't week 10 last year against the Miami Dolphins. Jason Brett, Casey Hayward, they're going to hold it down.
All right, next one, Nick. Do you think we'll see the offense play with as much urgency as they did in the fourth quarter against Denver, against Miami for the entire game? Pretty fair question because it was a much different looking offense.
And it was a different strategy in the fourth quarter. Really opened it up with almost a 2-minute no huddle look. And that was the most effective in the Denver Broncos game.
This one, I think, is for you, Nick. Why do people call you Money? Oh, that's for me.
That's, yeah.
It's just a dumb morning show radio nickname that I was given. My first job in radio was at a local station in L.A., the fine folks at K-Rock, Kevin and Bean Show. Hall of Fame morning show, by the way. Congratulations to them last year. And it was a hell of a crew when I was there. It was Kevin Bean, Jimmy Kimmel was our sports guy, Adam Carolla was a comedy writer and a character actor, and I was just kind of part of that whole crew. And
what year was it?
This was 1994.
No kidding. That's incredible.
And so for whatever reason, I still don't know why they gave me, I think it might have been Jimmy's cousin Sal that gave me the nickname Money. I don't really know why, but
because it works, Matt
yeah,
Money.
I guess so.
You're on the Floyd team.
Now I'm a 44-year-old man with a stupid nickname, and it's just my cross to bear. And it's.
Do you have the TMT hat?
Yes, right. That's exactly what I need.
Need that?
Or the MCM if I'm going to be old school because I'm older. Making cash money. All right. So what did you see from Gus Bradley's defensive scheme that you liked, and what would you like to see fine-tuned moving forward?
I'd like to see some matchups favor the Chargers defense a little bit better.
I would also say that for whatever reason, just the second half for the pass rush was completely different than the first half. I don't know what changed. Well, obviously, they made some sort of adjustment, but particularly in that fourth quarter, we saw Joey Bosa come alive. And we'd even mentioned during the broadcast, when are we going to hear something from Bosa in this game, kind of knowing what the advantage was that the Chargers had on that defensive line?
And part of that is the guys being able to set up their rush moves, being able to take time to feel a guy out. You're dealing with a new tackle in Garrett Bowles, who doesn't have a ton of film out there. And when you watch film as a defensive or offensive player, you're trying to feel what the guy's going to be like. But it's hard when a guy doesn't have a ton of footage out there of him. So Joey had to set up his moves, and eventually he did what Joey does best.
All right, we were a little long-winded, which is why this was a 9-part series of Ask the Booth. We'll be back again next week, hopefully this time following a Chargers victory.